Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. It feels good. Take a deep breath, take a deep breath. So today's video is going to be a part 2 of my previous video, which is top 10 profitable business ideas that you can start with 20 to 50 to 100,000 naira. It was actually supposed to be the 10 ideas in one video, but I figured it was going to be too much, like it was going to be too long and probably get boring. So I decided to share it into the part 1, and here we are with the part 2. Anyways guys, giving a recap of the part 1, I gave 5 business ideas, and they are personal training, that's being a personal trainer, laundry business, daycare services, perfume oil business, and the 5th one was online photo selling. If you'd like to know, get more of the information I shared, you could just go back, or I will put the link after this video so you could get the whole thing, just in case this is the first video you are watching. Anyways, it doesn't matter which you're watching first, either the part 2 or the part 1, whichever one. The main thing is you're getting the ideas. So as I mentioned in the previous video, I didn't really list out the business ideas in a profitable manner, like number 1 being the most profitable of them all. No, in fact, what I said in the previous video was I'm actually saving the best for the last. I remembered that I promoted myself as a distributor of perfume oil, and I didn't even show you guys how the perfume oils look like I didn't even put anything out there, which is very, very bad of how I should have promoted myself. Anyways, I'm going to give that extra preface to that particular business idea because I am trying to promote myself. Yes. Anyway, here are the designer perfume oils. As you can see, they come in different sizes, different bottle shapes, like well packaged and all that stuff, and there are a whole lot designer fragrances to select from. They're like so many guys. Let's just get right into the video straight away. So the 6th business idea I will be talking about today is blogging or vlogging. So this business is kind of similar to the 5th business idea, which is online photography selling. And there was something I mentioned. I said one thing I like about these online businesses is that they don't expire. Whatever you put online does not expire, and it's more juicy when you have creative rights to the content you put out. Now, if you own this content you put out, like you own it completely, you're really going to enjoy it, because for whatever reason people come to watch, to buy, to read, or anything of that sort, you would always get paid. It never expires. What matters most in this business, just like any other business, is consistency. You keep putting out content frequently, letting your readers, your viewers, subscribers, or anything of that sort know you are there. Just try and stay relevant, basically. And for this business idea, you really don't have to have so much. Like, you can start with whatever you have. So I'm believing you have a mobile phone that has a camera. You get the front camera, the back camera. You can set it up on a tripod, on a pile of books, shoot yourself, and you get ahead. There is really no excuse for this business idea. All you need to do is watching YouTube tutorials on how to vlog better, how to blog better, and stuff like that. Like, there was even a viral video of some young guys that shot the whole green screen background stuff with an Android phone. Like, in fact, I think, if I remember well, in the video, the Android phone had a cracked screen, so you can imagine. But they still did all that, and I think it was BBC or something of that sort that even interviewed them. So you can do so much with whatever it is you have. I also have a video giving more details on how you can make money from YouTube. You could check that out. I'll also put the link right after this video. I don't really know much about blogging, you get. So if you think you want to look into this business idea, it's ideal you go and do more research and you get more information you need to start. Now, for business idea number 7, we'll be looking at taxi services. You see, just like food, just like toiletries, transportation will always be a good business to look into, because people are always on the move. People are moving from here to there, from point A to point B, from point B back to point A, from point A to point C, and get all that stuff. There will always be movement. And these days people are trying to be, security conscious, because unfortunately a lot of bad things are happening. So you will definitely have something good on your hands if you think of, or if you decide to go into the taxi services business. Now these days it has become a lot easier with platforms like Bolt or Taxify. Taxify okay, Taxify was a former name, Bolt is a present name. So with platforms like Bolt or Uber, it is really easy to start. I think you just need to attend their trainings and become certified, and you will be popping up when people request for rides, and that is how you will make your money. And I've asked questions from some of the drivers that I have used on these platforms, and they say how much profits they make from the business in just one day, because people are preferring this kind of taxi services to the regular taxi services, because they feel more safe, more secure. So for the taxi services business, you will obviously need a car. You actually don't need to have a car. What is most important is you know how to drive. There are people that give out their cars to the company, and then the company in turn gives it out to those who know how to drive. The only thing here is you wouldn't get the whole profit you get. Like whatever you make will be divided between you and the owner of the car. Unlike if the car was yours, you would get everything. That's minus the percentage the platform is going to have. So here are screenshots of my friends earning on this business. Thankfully, she time framed them, so you can see this one for 1 week she made 51,000 naira. This other 5 days she made 38,000 naira. So on an average she makes like 36,000 naira, and she's still just at the early stage of this business, learning the ropes. So there are chances of her even making more once she gets to understand the business better. And as you can see, on a particular day, this Thursday, she made 11,000 naira, and she's just on the Bolt platform, of which many of these people are on both Uber and Bolt platform. So guys, it's a good one. I don't know how much it will cost to attend the training for either Uber or Bolt, but I want to believe it's free. So that is that for taxi services. Now for business idea number 8, we'll be looking at tailoring. Hello. In the part 1 of this video, I mentioned that I am saving the best for the last. So I think we're getting to the best here now, because tailoring is one luxurious business at the moment. You only need to know what it is you're doing. Like you only need to be good, really good at your craft, and man, the coins are going to be rolling in so much, so much. You can't even handle it. Honestly, you can't even handle it. You just need to be well, there are 2 ways now. You either be the person sewing the clothes yourself, or you have your tailors working for you. Now if you really want to make profit, like serious profit of this business, I would recommend the later, that's having tailors sew for you, because there's a limit to what you can sew. You get that kind of stuff. Like imagine you have 10 orders and you need to deliver in the next week. Like there's really a limit to what you can do being the tailor. Now here is the thing: if you are going to make it big in this business, we're still going to fit it in a 100,000 naira budget, like maximum of 100,000 naira budget. So you either go to Aba market or Lagos market, buy yourself some materials. For the materials, let's give it like 30,000 naira. Let's give it 30,000 naira. But you go ahead, figure out how much tailors charge for clothes and all that stuff, and then you go to your drawing board, be creative, sketch some nice designs and give it to your tailor. Your tailor brings it to life, and you think of modeling the clothes at this point. Now at this stage, I wouldn't recommend getting a professional model, because it's going to be way out of our budget. So you should have a friend or a family member who would be willing to do stuff for you, who will be willing to work for you at this point and not really charge you because they would understand you're just starting at this stage. Well, you could also, for their efforts, make them a piece of clothes or something of that sort. Just compensate them one way or the other. You get that kind of stuff. So now you have your friends or your relative who is willing to model for you. You make the sample clothes according to their size or measurement, and you put it out there. Now, putting it out there shouldn't really be a big deal because there's so many fancy places to take pictures these days. So many fancy places, shopping malls, restaurants, stuff like that, and many of them are free, even though some places not really allow pictures, but many places allow pictures. You just need to figure that place out, figure whichever place is closest to you, more convenient for you. And if you have a really good camera phone, like, you could do the photography yourself. You really could. And then when you do that, we'll be looking at creating awareness for this business. Now, this is where social media is going to come in. So for social media, we're looking at, say, 10 to 15,000 naira to do sponsored ad. So you see, for this business now, you are putting 30,000 for the materials. You as I said earlier, I'm not going to put a price tag to the tailors, but you're supposed to get something good. If you find someone you can negotiate with, like, there are a lot of people, there are a lot of these people that are really good at what they do, but because they don't really have that exposure, they're not charging so much. So it's left to you at this point to do that research and get someone good enough to do the work you want. You only, like I mentioned earlier, need to be really creative. So your designs are what is going to speak for you at this point now. So all this I just mentioned, this whole idea of having tailors sew for you, modeling and all of that, is what we refer to as ready to wear these days. A lot of people are crazy about ready to wear. Like, a lot of people want to stand out with their outfit, want to be seen as wearing this so person, want to be seen as wearing, basically people just want to stand out with their outfits. So just be creative with this and see how well you're going to go. When, for those that might decide to look into this business, when it starts to flourish, do not forget your girl here, do not forget me, come back. Anyways, that is that for business idea number 8. Now to business idea number 9, we'll be looking at POS Services. POS Services is a really, 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 really nice one. Really nice one, honestly. Yes, fashion business, that's tailoring is really nice because people are really fashion conscious these days. People are spending a lot on what they wear. People are spending a lot to look good and all that stuff. Now, this POS business is really, really nice. People are transacting every blessed day. See, these business ideas I'm giving you guys, have you guys noticed these are stuff people do on a regular? It's not like, you transact today and you're not sure when your next transaction is coming in, maybe next month, 2 months time or something. No, I have been giving ideas that involves people's everyday, day-to-day activities. All you need to be certain of is that you are doing what you're supposed to do, doing it right, to get that kind of stuff, and then you definitely be attracting the customers. These days, ATM machines are not dispensing money. Queue at ATM machines are depressing, and I'm not even kidding you. Like, really, really, really annoying. So people are looking for other means, and they don't care if they have to pay one small change or the other to get their money fast, to get the transaction they want to do, done on time and stuff like that. I have put ear on ground and asked some of these people, asked around concerning the business, and discovered that some people make up to hundreds of thousands in a day. But here's the thing about this business. I've noticed it's more lucrative when you're in the rural areas than you're in the urban areas, because when I say these banks put in their best, they give out their best when it comes to these town areas, but don't really do so much when it comes to the rural areas. So I see those at rural areas really stressed and all of that. Now, when you run a POS business, you are virtually doing almost all the transactions that are done in the bank. You are giving people money for those that want to withdraw. You are collecting money for those that want to pay money into their account. You are transferring money for those that want to transfer. You are paying bills, airtime, stuff like that. You're doing basically everything, almost everything, not everything, almost everything the bank is doing. Now, you do not need to have so much. Some people would get kiosks for this. A kiosk can, you could get a kiosk for like 50,000 naira. But if you don't even want to go that far, you could just discuss with a shop owner that would let you have a portion of your shop, and then you'll be paying something by the month, which I'm assuming should not be more than 10,000 a month. You get that kind of stuff. It's really, might even be less, because you're not using so much. You're just using a corner where you're placing your table and your chair and your book you're going to use in writing out these transactions. So for this, you might not even spend so much. But if you want something that belongs to you long term, say 50 to 60,000 should get you a kiosk or just something small, because this kind of business isn't the type where you're going to where you need so much space. Now, how do you go about starting this business? There are platforms through which these transactions are done. We have Paga, we have First Money. First Money is powered by First Bank, and we have some other ones. You get that kind of stuff. Now, if you are going to look into this business like I have been singing, you should do your due diligence and do more research. So, mentioning a few, we have Paga, we have First Money, and some other ones. Now, some of these platforms even provide you with free POS machines. So you just go, you attend their trainings, you become one of them. Of course, for every transaction you do, they get a cut. You also get a cut. So usually when people withdraw like 3,000 naira, pay like 300 naira for transactions of 1,000 to 3,000 or 5,000. Then from 5,000 and above, the charge is higher and stuff like that. Now, not to talk so much, this is definitely a business that is booming. And for those of you who already have an idea of this business, do not even harbor the thought of, oh, but everyone is doing this. Like, you look to your left, you look to your right, there's one POS service business or the other. Hello. Like, most people are in a hurry these days. Most people, if there's anything many people lack these days, is the patience to wait for certain things. And these certain things, I would say, include this kind of banking transaction, withdrawing, paying, and stuff like that. People just want to get it done and over with, because I'm not ready to go and queue up. You get that kind of stuff. So people are always going to transact. And I hear people make hundreds of thousands in a week. Now, let's give an average of 300 naira per transaction, of which it could be more. You get, depending on how much people are transacting. Some people get up to 50 customers in a day. Man, I'm just going to leave you to do the math yourself, you get, and see what you could get from this business. It's a really nice one. So, in conclusion, the things you would need basically is a space which you could discuss with the shop owner, get for like 10,000 a month or so, or you could just make your own kiosk and know it's yours, and you would only need to maybe pay some levy or tax for the place you're going to place the kiosk or something of that sort. You get that kind of thing. You just find out how to go about it to suit you, your day-to-day activities and stuff like that. Now to the final business idea number 10. We will be looking at cooking gas sales. A lot of people these days do not use kerosene anymore, and cooking is done every day, even though gas is kind of economical and doesn't finish that like that. But can you count the number of people that are cooking? Can you count the number of people are eating every day? So for people to be eating every day, people are cooking every day. So once you are known, what this business really requires is to be trustworthy. Once you are known to be one that gives people the exact measurement they come for, your customers are not going to go missing. They will always come back to you. And these days, there are things people that run this business do. They purchase bike, and they deliver the gas to their customers. Like all their customers need to do, like if you are going for the first time, you go, you buy the gas, they will give you their card or their phone number or something like that. The next time you're going to purchase gas, they would ask you to simply call them. You call them and they come pick up your cylinder, fill it up, and return it back to you. Once you just imagine the comfort here. Now you are a customer, you have someone coming to pick up your cylinder and bring it back to you. Why wouldn't you return to that business person? Why? Especially when you know, okay, my 5 kg cylinder was lasting me for like a month, and then the same thing you are buying from this person is also taking you through for a month. You would definitely want to return back to this person, get that kind of stuff. You could, if you're thinking of starting this business, some people start with 2 big cylinders, or some people start with 1. You get, everything is small, now small. Now obere, you get baby steps, baby steps. So a cylinder, that kind of big cylinder, I don't know, but I know it cannot be up to 50,000. But let's give it 50,000 naira. Let's just give it 50,000 naira. In fact, I'm not even giving it 50,000 naira myself. I'm not giving it 50,000 naira. It's less than that. It's really less than that. Because if you're buying to sell, you're definitely getting like at the wholesale price. It's going to be cheaper. So for the 2 of them, I'm just going to give them 80,000, of which I can bet with almost anything that it's not reached that 80,000 naira. But let's still just give it 80,000 naira. So now you're asking me, or you're asking yourself that, like, I don't have a bike. How am I going to do it? How am I going to, deliver to my customers, pick the cylinder up, deliver to them? That shouldn't be an issue. You could, at the initial stage, charge them for delivery, but let it be like maybe half of what they would have spent coming to you. Like something. Let's say if they would have spent like 1 naira coming to you, you charge them 50 kobo to deliver to them. You get that kind of stuff. You are at this point just trying to get your customers, trying to get them close, sticking to you. Anyways, guys, you get the scope, right? You get the scope. You're trying to make them loyal customers. In short, yes. So people that run this business, especially at startup, do not have shops. Some of them even use umbrellas, these big umbrellas that you get that will shade them from the sun, basically, and shade, I guess, their cylinder or something like that. You get, so that one you don't even really need to even think so much. Many of them just have plastic chairs. Like the business doesn't really involve people coming to seats, and I don't think I've ever seen a place where they sell gas that people get the comfort of sitting down. Even at these big filling stations where they sell gas, people that go to buy gas still stand up. So you shouldn't bother about any of all that sengemenge. All you are just after are your 2 cylinders for startup, an umbrella, or a small shade that I'm not even going to attach any price to, because man, those things are really minor. So, and then just a plastic chair for yourself, and maybe just one more, or a bench that can take like 2, 3, 4 people, which should also shouldn't really be an issue. You get that kind of stuff. So that is that. Yes, to create awareness for this business, I noticed most of them use flyers. So you just have flyers that you walk around your neighborhood, because of course it's going to be those closest to you that would want to patronize you. No one wants to travel all the way to buy gas unless they're getting for really cheaper price there, and then they check the transport, whatever it is. But most of the time people buy gas from those close to them. So just walk from door to door, handing out flyers. Hey, I sell gas, this one, that one. Do your work well. Give people 5 kg. If people are buying 5 kg, fill up their gas 5 kg. Don't give them 4 kg. If you do that, they will run. They will one law, like our Tiwa sister said. If you don't get money, how she even talk herself? They will run. You get, if you don't give them what they want, they're gonna run. The business involves risk, so you need to learn how to dispense the gas from your cylinder to the other person's, to your customer's cylinder, and stuff like that. So that is that for profitable business ideas. So I'm really happy I've completed the 10 profitable business ideas. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, do well to give it a thumbs up, share to others you think might find is useful. You get that person you're always hearing every day complain about no money, I don't have money, but I want this, I want that. Share this video to them. It would really be helpful. And please subscribe to my channel, be a part of my growing family. So next time, guys, stay blessed, stay out of trouble, and as always, I love you all with all of my heart.